Trump supporters and non-supporters gather at the UIC Pavilion awaiting his appearance. Both sides describe why they do or do not support this candidate. Hair and makeup are just half of the preparation needed to make this fashion show happen. First, models have to audition on campus. Second, they go to fittings and rehearsals. And finally, they are ready to strut down this runway. Sean Diddy Combs is stepping away from music and stepping into the film industry. At least that's what he's saying now. His acting career has already started with films like Get Him to the Greek and Rush Hour 4. But it's not quite time to say goodbye to this rapper. He says he wants to take a victory lap before retiring. So all you Diddy fans, expect one more album, No Way Out 2. Although this has become a national issue, DePaul has already had single-user restrooms in campuses in the Loop and in Lincoln Park, and one student has already taken notice. Sing isn't stopping at 2 places. By early fall, she will open her 3rd restaurant. Terra and Vine is the name, and it'll be her first venture in the suburbs. It is located here, in the heart of downtown Evanston. But success didn't stop there for Lavorsi. One night at an NCAA tournament, one of his band members mentioned the idea of starting a new band called J. Livy and the Party, which at the moment wasn't too far-fetched.
We are organizing a revolution, and we will win.
Chicago, home to the nation's 3rd largest school district. Today, the teachers' union held what they called the Day of Action, a one-day strike. The issue? Funding for the city's schools. Jose Gamino, a DePaul alum, has been a Chicago teacher for 16 years now. He explains what led to this protest.
We've been without a contract since July 1st, 2015. CPS is in a financial crunch, and they're depending on the state of Illinois to help out. The state of Illinois has not done so.
Many teachers also feel there's a lack of trust between the union and the school board.
Not everything that has been agreed to or promised by the board has actually been followed through by the board.
Some teachers say things have become so bad that it's hard to give students and parents hope.
How are you supposed to do that if you don't have enough resources in your schools to make this happen? I mean, it's already an uphill battle as it is, and then you're going to say, okay, you only deserve 15% of the funding even though you have 20% of the kids.
CPS teachers gather here at the Thompson Center to fight once more for what they believe is a fair education system. Despite the rainy weather, many Chicagoans are here to showcase their points of view.
Teachers claim after-school programs and activities are being affected because of the budget. They say young students in special education programs are being left without paraprofessionals.
To be quite honest, my students are not safe. Education, unfortunately, is seen as a privilege in this country, and it should be seen as a human right.
For Good Day DePaul, I'm Diana Gutierrez.
They created state-sponsored discrimination against transgender individuals.
Bathroom rights have been an ongoing issue lately. North Carolina's governor signed a bill which bans individuals from using public bathrooms that don't match their birth sex. The federal government then sued the state for violating federal laws, and the state then countersued the government. Katie Wiesman is the LGBTQA coordinator at DePaul.
If a transgender student cannot use a bathroom that corresponds with how they identify, then that's not an equal educational opportunity for them.
The Chicago Public Schools recently issued guidelines on this issue, saying students who are transgender and gender nonconforming will be able to use restrooms and locker rooms that match their gender identity. Meanwhile, Target's new policy also allows people to use the restroom according to their choice of gender. But an online petition to boycott Target has already more than 900,000 signatures. The head of DePaul Republicans, Nicole Bean, explains her point of view on the idea of all-inclusive restrooms.
The transgender community is kind of blowing the law out of proportion with their reaction. I don't think that the North Carolina governor and state legislature wants to have some anti-trans law.
Here at DePaul, the university already has single-user restrooms in both the Lincoln Park and the Loop campus, and one student has already taken notice.
I do feel that DePaul does accommodate its students, especially those who are transgender, because in our Arts and Letters Hall, there are non-gender specific bathrooms.
Wiesman says the issue is complex.
There are actually trans people who have had gender-affirming surgery who have not had a legal gender marker change. People not actually really understanding the complexities that are what it means to be transgender.
Mooney feels it's time to stop targeting ideas or preferences that aren't the norm.
It's 2016. We've already passed the point where, being gay isn't as taboo as it was, 15, 20 years ago.
The Justice Department says North Carolina's bathroom law discriminates against transgender individuals, but the state claims it's a common-sense privacy law. The issue will eventually be decided in court. For Good Day DePaul, I'm Diana Gutierrez. For the luxurious speed demons, there's a 2017 Camaro. For the family that doesn't like vans but needs the space, there's the Chrysler Pacifica. And for the folks who find their fun in new and improved cars, there's a Chicago Auto Show.
And my last prize.
McCormick Place hosts the 108th edition of the show. People all over the city stop by to see the hottest cars of 2016. This show occupies more than 1 million square feet of vehicles that look too good to be true. Mary Casarreal, a product specialist at Jeep, has been touring with the company for a while now, and she explains why she keeps coming back.
No, I absolutely love working the auto shows. I love meeting new people. I love talking to people about the cars.
Here, you will find brands like Toyota, Ram, Jaguar, and Honda. Parents, grandparents, and even children enjoy the show.
So the auto show is an event for the entire family, as well as being able to sit down in every other car that you've never been to.
At this auto show, you don't just come and sit in these amazing vehicles. You have an opportunity to really experience what these cars have to offer.
The Jeep Test Track is a track that offers the client a new way of viewing the capabilities of the vehicle.
People are going to be able to go through kind of like rough terrain, and they're going to be able to go through like hot, steep inclines. And
the auto show serves as an incentive for companies to amp up their game. Who knows what will be in store next year? For Good Day DePaul, I'm Diana Gutierrez. Los Angeles, Charlotte, and now right down the street from campus. AIR, the aerial fitness training program in Lincoln Park, offers the opportunity to strengthen, lengthen, and tone your physique faster than any other workout.
Big inhale through your nose.
Stephanie Roundtree graduated from DePaul University in 2014 with a degree in health science and has been instructing AIR classes for about a year now. She explains that it doesn't matter if it's your first or 10th AIR class. She expects the same work ethic.
I don't really dumb down the exercises themselves. I might explain them a little bit more. I'll take the time to demonstrate different levels, different ways of doing the exercise in case people are having trouble with it.
Sunday mornings are known for sleeping in, watching TV, or relaxing, right? Well, these ladies made it their priority to transform their bodies. They woke up determined to sweat, stretch, and even do some inverted poses on the hammocks.
These intimate classes are split into 2 levels. AIR is for the regulars who have more experience and are confident in their strength. The beginners are encouraged to attend AIR Foundation. Roundtree's teaching style is based off of high-intensity interval training, making her classes a little more distinct. In the end, her regulars' improvement is what keeps her motivated.
The fact that I'm changing people, people that have been coming for weeks now, they're able to do something now that they weren't able to do when they first came in, so that's just the best feeling.
3, 2.
Roundtree isn't the only one who breaks a sweat in these classes. Catherine Beyer decided to give this a try a year ago and got hooked on self-improvement.
There were things that I couldn't do, and I was like, I want to be able to do that. And you see the instructors or other girls in the class who are really good, and you're like, I want to be able to do that. So
30 seconds of these burpees.
In a mainstream workout, you can put your weights down when you get too tired. But during an AIR class, there's a certain level of discipline your body has to have.
You can't always just take a break or come out of the fabric. You kind of have to push through it.
Whether you have an athletic background or it's one of your resolutions to do so, aerial classes could be a starting point.
Nobody's good when they first try, so it's you just have to be comfortable trying something new. And
around and back. So
join AirFit Now's 15,000 followers on Instagram to see weekly poses #AirPows. The next AirPow champ could be you. For Good Day DePaul, I'm Diana Gutierrez.